Today on the show, we've got the new 2025 4Runner in limited trim. That's right, this is not the iForce Max. This is the probably more practical version. You still get a lot of horsepower, but there's some things I've noticed about this that I really love that Toyota did a freaking excellent job in. Well, there's gonna be 5 bad things I don't like about this. So let's get into this right now with number 1. Number 1 thing I do like about this is the redesign. Now, I love the fact that Toyota gave each trim a little bit unique styling. So this is the limited, so it's gonna be a little more high class looking, get a little more chrome, a little more platinum look. But they gave each version its own identity, which is something that Toyota's kind of lacked in the past. Usually it was getting hard to tell an SR5 from a limited and so on. So good job Toyota on that. And overall, it's a very bold design that I actually like, but yet it feels like a 4Runner. The whole outside of it, we walk around the side here, back windows, they went with that kind of legacy lean glass in there. It looks really good. So I have to say, overall, Toyota's done an excellent job with this. I know it's taken a lot of heat for going away from the V6, but they did it right. They kept the design. It looks like a 4Runner. It says it's a 4Runner, and it acts like a 4Runner. So that is a good job. So that's number 1. Number 1 bad thing about this, it starts right at the hood, and you're probably thinking it's the engine. No, it's not the engine. It's actually getting to the engine because, well, Toyota has, they still are with this dinosaur technology of trying to figure out, you know, look at this. It's cumbersome. I don't know what I'm doing here. And we have a couple options you can actually set the hood at, but Toyota, I've got a power liftgate in this thing. This is a $62,000 vehicle, yet I'm stuck with this ancient technology, man. Man, make fire. What? You can't use a piston to hold this thing up there? And I do know we live in a world where, yes, that's 20, 30 bucks that you can go to your parts store and modify and make it work. But I shouldn't have to go buy a brand new $62,000 vehicle and start modifying it because, well, you kind of cheapened out on that. So that's number 1 bad thing. Number 2 thing I love about the 4Runner is the fact that they kept the glass just going down. That was a big concern to people. A lot of people love that about Toyota products, that even in the truck lines, the Tundras, you can get this where the glass rolls down and it gives you that open air experience, which is very nice. I know you roll all the windows down, but yet guess what? You still get a nice hard roof for safety. This thing ever had to roll over. You know, some of the other brands with their removable roofs, you do lose a little bit of safety features that this thing retains, but guess what? They kept this being open. I love it, and I think it's a big selling point for Toyota faithful. I think they like that, and if it didn't have it, I think they'd be upset. But that's number 2 good things that I like about it. Number 2 bad thing is under this hood. Now, there's positives to this. There is. It's a 4-cylinder. It's a 2.4 liter turbocharged 4-cylinder and makes around 278 horsepower. So it does have a lot of good things to it. But look how much room there is for activities, for like a bigger engine. I think I would have liked to seen this, and I know Toyota faithful in this. They love the design of this vehicle, but they would have liked to have seen a V6 in this. Now, emissions. I know this is a bad thing I think about this being a 4-cylinder, and I do understand. The easiest way to reduce emissions is take off cylinders, and that's 2 more cylinders. They don't have to worry about polluting the earth. But I really feel like Ford's figured out the way to do a V6 in a vehicle this size, and I feel like that Toyota needs to do that. Have a base 4-cylinder for the SR5s, sure, but this is a premium limited edition vehicle that I'm paying $62,000 for, and I really think they should have offered just a secondary engine option for the upper trims besides the hybrid setup. Yes, I know the hybrid setup, you're gonna get into the 328 horsepower range, but it's also heavier and it's more cumbersome, and who knows battery tech down the road, how does that affect resale? Just give us a little bit bigger engine in this, maybe 2 options for the lower trims and save the iForce Max for the upper trims, and I think we'd be happy. But overall, it's a spaghetti mess of what modern engines look like. Some concerning things, you know, it looks easy if you wanted to change out your coils or anything like that, but how do they make this turbo setup work? Because we got all this air coming through here, trying to push its way through this air box. It's got to come up over here. It bounces off the hood right here to go straight back down to be sucked into the air. I don't know if it's a cooling thing or what Toyota's done. Toyota are brilliant. Their engines don't usually fail too often. So what does dumb redneck from Tennessee know? But I would like to see maybe a better engine option for the higher trims. Another thing I love about this Toyota is just the comfort. The Toyota always does it right. The seats are always nice. These are nice bolstering. So if you're a small person getting in there, you feel like you're compact and nice in there. And if you're a bigger person, you still have nice bolstering on the sides. which is very, very nice. The interior of it, Toyota's done an excellent job of, once again, each model has its own identity. And I love that. The Limited here, you can see the browns and kind of that classy colors, but they've carried it all the way through. And driving experience, the leather seats and all this, I have to say good job on that, man, because, you know, they could have cheapened out. This could have been just plastic, but no, they gave you nice soft touch features. The steering wheel, once again, nice soft touch features all the way through. Nice soft touch features, even where you put your arms up here, very nice soft touch features. And I have to say, good job, Toyota. All right, number 3 bad thing about this vehicle is, once again, $62,000 vehicle. We get into it, it's really, really nice. And I've got all the nice features to get into it, nice key fob. But you know what there's not on this key fob? I don't see any remote start to this thing. And you know what? Toyota wants you to pay for their app to do remote start through your phone, which other brands kind of just give you this feature. And Toyota wants you to actually pay for that. Now, you know, I'm limited time with this vehicle, so maybe there's some magic way I push this thing and it does it, but I haven't found it yet and I haven't read up on anything about that. Number 4 thing Toyota's done really well, in a mid-size SUV, you still get a lot of cargo room. Look at all the baggage I have in this thing, you know, from medium-sized bags to the big bags. We have all of our hoodies, my backpack here. You have actually a lot of usable space. And some of the vehicles have been pushing the people further and further back. Guess what? Toyota's kept in mind, hey, people want storage space. Now, this is a 3rd row vehicle. So, you know, the fact that I can, if I need to, I can flip a seat up. I don't have all this luggage with me, but yet I need to, hey, I've got my daughter plays softball. She wants some of her friends to come with her, and we can put a couple back here. That's very nice. But yet, when we're going to the game, I've got all of her gear that needs to be back here. I have so much room. And to add on to that, guess what? Being a Limited, we get all the power buttons here. So you push that, goes down. And I have to say, that is a very, very nice feature. Good job, Toyota. Number 4 thing I do not like about this is how long this takes. The monitor to everything, you get all this turns on really quickly. The monitor, well, we've got to go through a waiting period to get, you know, maybe I'm in a hurry to start the vehicle, I want to get in my backup camera and go. I've got to wait for this thing to boot up, and it takes forever to boot up. Now, it is a beautiful big monitor, so I can't really complain too much about that, but it just, look, it's saying, hey, you know, your settings are being loaded, and I just need to go. I don't need to reboot my PC to be able to leave. So that's kind of number 4 thing I've noticed about. Otherwise, a brilliant interior. We just need a better processor, some RAM or something to make these things boot up a little bit faster to my needs. Now, number 5, this one's gonna be kind of a weird one because this is also good and a bad, but I have to say driving this vehicle, for one, is very nice. It handles, it is a little rougher like a truck, which you expect in a 4Runner to still be rugged and capable, but the 4-cylinder in this thing, I really didn't notice it, to be honest. Now, you do have a little bit of in-cabin. When you put it in sport mode, you do have that kind of, you know, not V8 sound, but more of aggressive sound that is definitely not the 4-cylinder. But I have to say, they've done an excellent job of the 4-cylinder. Yes, it's small. I know a lot of people wanted a V6 in this, but I have to say, good job on this thing because I really didn't notice that I was driving a 4-cylinder. Part of this beautiful interior was we have cup holders. We have them everywhere, and interesting way they've done this. And these little knobs here, see how they go in? Really can't show you too well that way. See how they push into kind of so you can put your drink in? Well, that might work great with a metal can like this, but we had a coffee cup, hot coffee, and guess what? It did. Because these are so hard to kind of push your drink into, it pushed a hole into the cup instantly, and I had this full of coffee, which, hey, Toyota, sorry for that. We did clean it up. But I've noticed this is just not a great system for putting your drink in. Even this morning, I was putting my full Monster in, and I went to put it in, and these little knobs pushed in on the can and caused the drink to spill out. And I don't feel like that was a well thought out idea. And I understand that, hey, you know, they want to secure this the best we can. But once again, it's okay to put the metal drinks in, but if they're full, guess what it does? It literally was pushing the drink out of the can. Once again, the hot coffee, the foam paper cups that they use now, I know the glue on the cup was probably hot, but it actually punctured this, and this filled up with hot coffee instantly. And come on, Toyota, that is not well thought out. So there you go. There are my 5 good, 5 bad on the Toyota 4Runner, and let me know what you think about this thing. I thought it's a very nice vehicle. There's always little nitpicky things we can talk about. There's little problems that every new vehicle has, and well, I know I'm being a little hard on this thing, but guess what? It's a beautiful vehicle, and I think if you spend any kind of time in this thing, you will definitely love it. So in the comments below, let me know what you think about this. So whether it be 2-wheel drive, 4-wheel drive, or these badass Toyotas I get to drive, all thanks to you guys. It's been your All Terrain Nation. I'm your host, David Boyd, and we're out. Peace.